What's going on, LEGO Maniacs? It's Ty, the LEGO guy here, and today we're looking at the brand new Razor Crest from the Mandalorian, and we're going to be reviewing it, but we're also going to check into, is it worth it? Because there's that age-old question with LEGO, whether it's overpriced or, you know, whether they're charging a fair price for it. What's the deal, right? So we're going to compare it against actually another model, which I think is a really good comparison. But yeah, just to get the facts out of the way, the set number is 75292. It has 1,023 pieces, 5 minifigs. It came out in 2020 and it retails for 130 US. Anyways, we're going to even get into how accurate this model looks. Yeah, it is a great looking model. I'm just going to say it right now. But anyways, we're going to get into its pros and cons, and again, the price. But enough talk, let's get right into it. And to start us off, we're actually going to take a look at the box itself. And I just have to say, great looking artwork. I mean, the fact that it's flying over a planet. I love the fact the Mandalorian's in the top right corner. That just looks great, and it's his minifig form. And then also, as you guys noticed, they kept to the Razor Crest name. They didn't go with the Mandalorian troop transport. So yeah, I was happy about that. LEGO was able to figure that out. And you have the minifigs in the bottom right, and then the beautiful logo of the Mandalorian in the middle. So I have to say I love the box art on this. The side of the box, nothing too crazy, not that side at least. And then right here, we have a number of the different features. So, it shows it as it's spring-loaded shooters, even has a nice compartment to carry them. And then I love the fact that it has a little bed here, guys. That is fantastic. We're gonna take a look at that, as well as it shows off the escape pod, which is also very nice, and a very sizable cockpit. It is not accurate to scale, as we'll find further on with this review. Slash, is it worth it? But it's definitely a good size. And then it shows it all opened up, which is very nice. And then there's also a secret code to unlock this ship. And yeah, that's interesting. So it kind of incorporates this in the Skywalker saga. I don't know what that means, since to my understanding, the Skywalker saga is only going to include the 9 films, but maybe they're getting into the TV shows. Who knows? I'm all for that. No problem with that. And then the side of the box, nothing too crazy, just shows the ship again. The top of the box shows the Mandalorian in his non-Beskar armor. We're gonna get into that a little bit later. And then on the bottom, just some more Skywalker saga logos in different languages. But yeah, that pretty well does the box. Let's now get into the model itself. Here we have the Razor Crest itself. So to start this ship off, let's just give you guys a 360 view. And I have to say, very nice looking ship. I was very, very impressed by it. I didn't expect to like it this much as far as look wise. I'm just saying look wise, we're not even getting to the price. It's a great looking model. Now, first area that you guys will notice is this beautiful looking cockpit. Let's just get ourselves a little bit closer there. How you kind of access it. Now, it would have been nice if it kind of opened up like so, but it doesn't quite do that. You have to just literally pull it off, and it's held on by these clips. And then showing off the interior, we got the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda. We'll be taking a look at them a little bit closer later on. You can even fit another minifig in there, so I thought that was absolutely awesome. The other thing that this set does as well is if you slide that open, it has a nice little compartment to hold the Mandalorian's blaster. So I thought that was also really, really cool. Did quite like that. Now let's just actually take a look at these engines. Now I think they look really, really good. We're gonna get into if the size is accurate later on. However, I just think it's a really nice job on LEGO's part. And again, this is a sticker, you guys will notice here, but I think it adds some nice detail to it. And then beautiful looking engines. I want to light these up. When I see engines like this, I love it. I think it just looks so good. The other thing too is you'll notice on the top here, it does have flick fire I want to call them, they're spring-loaded shooters, and they work really well. In fact, that one actually just hit the scout trooper. But yeah, there's 2 on each side. Really good job on LEGO's part. Nice looking guns as well. And then let's actually just open this up. Kind of move through this area by area. Right here we have a nice little bed. And what's interesting is it fits a minifig no problem. in fact, to demonstrate that, I just put a Grief Karga in the bed, and as you guys can see, very easily just close it right up, no problem. And you can take him off, no problem as well, just because he's just kept in there by those little, they're those interesting little brick pieces, as you guys can see. And then the other thing you guys will notice, very nice stickers. These are all stickers. However, I just think they add some nice detail to the model. No complaints there. The other thing too is this set has they did a really good job on the doors. Here's a little bit better angle so you guys can see how that kind of works. So yeah, there they are. So I mean, I think the doors, they've done a really good job. You can very easily, fit a minifig in and out of there. It's not like other sets, like the Imperial Shuttle Tidarium. As much as I love that set, not a huge fan of that. Just the doorway does not work well. As you guys can see, you can actually, let's actually just do that right now. You can take down, they're not doors, but all these doors, let's just call them that. These plates, whatnot, you can pull them all down and access the interior. And the really cool thing about this, so if you notice, we got some dudes in carbonite. Now, I will say I was kind of disheartened when I got this because I was like, they're not printed pieces like they've always been. They're stickers. However, what I did appreciate about it is check out the detail on that sticker. Great job on LEGO's part. Let's actually just take a look at the next one. And another thing I wanted to mention is they very nicely just fit in here. LEGO has really done a good job keeping them secure, because once you put that doorway in, plate, whatever you want to call it, it's not going anywhere. So I really appreciated that. Let's just actually show you guys the next one. You can very easily just slide them out. And as you guys can see, they are both different, which I did appreciate. LEGO didn't skimp out and give you the same sticker twice. So awesome job, really did like that. Let's just now move her around a little bit more. Now, some people might not like this. They might find that this is actually kind of vacant. And I would agree to a point, it is definitely sort of vacant. However, the Razor Crest actually looks like this somewhat in the interior. The only thing I wish they would have included was the little gun room that the Mandalorian had with all those different blasters. I think that would have been a really nice inclusion. Besides that, if the interior looks like this in the actual TV show, I have no problem with it looking like this with the LEGO set. That just makes sense. As you guys can see, there's another little drop pad door. And then right here, I actually thought this was a really nice detail. They got a nice little area to keep your spring-loaded missiles. So that is fantastic. If you don't really want to show them, because I'm kind of like that, I don't really like them showing, you can just slap them in here. You can actually fit 3 too, which is how many this set comes with. And yeah, you're good to go. The last thing I actually wanted to show you guys is the escape pod. So let's now take a look at that. And where it's located is actually just at the top right here. And it's actually really easy to take out. So here's the little escape pod. Good job on LEGO's part. I thought this was very creative. And as you can see, there's the Mandalorian himself. And how you kind of access him is it literally just comes right off the slab of brick. And yeah, you can access the Mandalorian. So great job on LEGO's part. I love the fact too that his face is showing. I think that's just so cool. And then it has some nice little thrusters and whatnot. I mean, it's a pretty basic escape pod, but I thought it was a nice little play feature, especially if you're a kid. And it's, it's just a cool thing to have on an actual ship. One other area I just wanted to mention was check out these engines. I love the detailing on them. I think that looks really well. Sometimes LEGO skimps out and tries and replicates this with a sticker. They just made this in brick, so I think that looks phenomenal. But what we're actually going to do now is we're going to take a look at the, we're going to compare this actually against the 2013 Republic gunship, and this is going to help answer if this set's worth it or not. And here we have the two of them side by side. I just thought this was a great comparison, even though it's 7 years older. The Republic gunship retailed for about 120 US back in 2013. Now, adjusted for inflation, that's about 133 US. And as you guys can see, It's just a larger all-in-all model. But they are somewhat comparable in size. It's just this one was actually, it had almost 1,200 pieces, whereas the Razor Crest has a little over 1,000. And they're both gunships, so I also thought that that would help with the comparison as well. Let's just flip her around so you can take a look at the back. Yeah, so you guys can just see the Republic gunship is just a bit bigger. It's just a slightly larger model. Those couple hundred pieces definitely show, although they are still comparable. The main difference I will mention with the Republic gunship and the Razor Crest, however, is the fact that Republic gunship had 7 minifigs. The Razor Crest only has 5, and they're basically the same price, $130, $133 adjusted for inflation. And the other thing that the Republic gunship had, which the Razor Crest does not, and this is something that triggers a lot of people, they included a speeder bike. So how hard would it have been for LEGO to include one? Even just one like this. Here's one from, from Endor. Just give them, I think this came in one of the Endor, it was either the Ewok Attack. I think it was the Ewok Attack. Just give us a speeder bike like that. And if you gave us Quill as well with the Razor Crest, and I think these would be far fairer in price. I'm not saying I don't like the Razor Crest. I think it's phenomenal, especially you guys probably picked it up as we looked at the actual model itself. Picked that up, but yeah, I just think it's a little overpriced. I think its more realistic price point would be maybe 110 or 115 US. However, there is a way to get this to being a really good deal. And you can either wait for a sale whenever that does happen, because it is a very popular set, or if you do what I do, when I bought this, I pre-ordered it back in June, and I actually got the Death Star 2 Battle promo. This set alone is worth about 30 US. You could sell it on eBay, and if you sold this for 30 US plus, that's not even getting, well, VIP points, say you get like $5, $6 on VIP points. Now this set's gone from 130 US to more like 195 US. So there's ways of basically buying the Razor Crest, I'd say, that will make this just a little bit better of a deal. Anyways, I thought this comparison would help you guys kind of answer that age-old question. But yeah, now what we're gonna actually do is take a look at the minifigs. Here we have the first 3 minifigs of the set. So on the far left, we have IG-11, a brand new improved Scout Trooper. And then we also have Greef Karga on the far right. So very nice looking minifigs. Let's just give you guys a 360 view of them. I actually quite like the Scout Trooper. We're gonna get more into him, but IG-11 is basically like IG-88. I believe his head print piece is a little bit different, but besides that, he's essentially IG-88. In the middle, however, we have this brand new improved Scout Trooper, and a lot of people don't like dual molded helmets. However, I really feel that they've done a great job with him on LEGO's part. Like, as you can see, it's dual molded, and if you'll notice, no angry clone face. This is basically, it's almost like the 501st Trooper's head, just in a more tanned tone. And yeah, I just think they've done a really good job on him. I really do like him. And again, let's just throw that mask on again. It just looks really, really good. I'm not a huge fan of the Stormtrooper one, the Stormtrooper dual mold, but the Scout Trooper, I just think it really works. Great detail on LEGO's part. And then on the far right, we have Greef Karga. Nice looking minifig. He doesn't have any leg printing, which I was kind of like, why didn't they include leg printing? I mean, it's not the end of the world. I just think it would have been nice. But he has nice back torso printing. He does have back face printing. So as you guys can see, a little bit more angry face right there. Maybe that's when the Mandalorian messed with him. And then on the front, he has more of a happy face. So great looking minifigs. Yeah, again, I just feel he should have leg printing, but he doesn't. And again, not really to do with the minifigs, just, have something the minifig can be on. I truly believe that the Scout Trooper should have had a speeder bike. That's the main reason why I keep mentioning a speeder bike, is just because he literally has nothing to ride. Anyways, those are the first 3 minifigs. Let's now take a look at the final 2, including Baby Yoda himself. Here we have the little dude himself, so the child, or better known as Baby Yoda, and he's adorable. What a cute looking little minifig. I mean, and he's actually quite small. I did not expect him to be that little. And then obviously on the far left, we have the Mandalorian without his Beskar armor. I think that would have been a great inclusion for this set. However, it's not the end of the world, whatever. It's just, you know, let's just say it's the Razor Crest from another time period earlier in the first season. The back of Baby Yoda doesn't literally have any printing, which I felt was kind of odd. However, the Mandalorian, just to get this out of the way, he does have back torso printing. And a nice looking cape, you know, but obviously you guys can see I'm more paying attention to Baby Yoda just because this is the first set that's ever included him. But he does have torso printing, which is not bad. You know, it looks like his clothing from the actual TV show. And then the Mandalorian, he does not have any face printing. That could have been a nice inclusion as well because we all kind of know what he kind of looks like now, but I guess LEGO just didn't bother to do it. Nice torso printing, however, and nice leg printing. Anyways, those are the minifigs. What we're actually going to do now is we're going to take a look at the actual TV show pics just to see how accurate the Razor Crest really is. It makes for a really good comparison. Before we do that, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit closer look at Baby Yoda. He's probably the most adorable little minifig LEGO's ever made. I think LEGO's really got the cuteness down on him. And yeah, he just looks awesome. Anyways, let's now again take a look at those movie, or I should say TV show pics. And our first picture I thought we could take a look at is this really awesome looking picture of the Razor Crest. It almost looks like it's kind of like a foggy, wet planet. And yeah, I think LEGO knocked it out of the park. Some people feel the engines are a little bit undersized. I'd say they could maybe be about 20% bigger, but they look really good. I think the engine detail is good. This is probably the first time you guys will ever hear me say this, but I actually think there could be a little bit more stickers. Why I say that is just notice right here, it kind of continues. On the LEGO set, you really only are getting stickers right here. So LEGO could actually maybe improve on that, which is, I never say that about stickers, but in this case, yes, it maybe could use a couple more stickers. Although, I mean, as much as we hate stickers, maybe it's for the best. But yeah, that's the only detail I saw that's really missing. The overall shape is really good on this. The engines are a little undersized, but nothing too big, not a big deal. Let's now move on to the next clip. And I thought that this was a really good one. Obviously, you can see it's from an encyclopedia. Because it really shows the size of the Razor Crest. So obviously the LEGO one is not nearly as large. I mean, just first off, just take a look at the cockpit. You can see a couple chairs in the back and then the front chair for the Mandalorian. So obviously this is undersized. However, I do think the LEGO version does a good job. The other thing you can tell, even like the droid, there's IG-11, Kara, there's even one of the blurges. This is a big ship. Like if they were to make this accurate to size, it'd be more the same size as Rich Boy J. If you don't know him, check him out. Awesome LEGO mock builder. But it'd probably be about 3 times as big if they were to do this accurately, at least twice as big. However, I still think the LEGO job gets the job done. Yeah, this is just a really good size comparison. Gives us a good idea how big this ship really is. Anyways, those are the pics. Let's now get into the end of the review and get my final thoughts. Well guys, that pretty well does this review / is it worth it? And honestly, I have to say the Razor Crest is phenomenal. Yes, it could have a little bit more stickers, which is ridiculous for me to say since I don't like stickers, but I think that it could add a little bit more accuracy to it like we saw with those pictures. And yes, the engines are a little undersized, but all in all, great looking model, still really do like it. As far as the minifigs go, however, I think they've done a good job. Yes, the Mandalorian could have had Beskar armor. That would have been better, but you know, it's okay. I can live without that. But this should have included a speeder bike for the Scout Trooper. As well, it should have included Quill because I think it would have went really well with this. The price tag they have on this set, it being $130, especially looking at the Republic gunship. It's just the Republic gunship, you know, factored for inflation, like we looked at, it's $133. It's only $3 more than this. Yeah, I mean, and that included 7 minifigs. I definitely think that they should include another minifig, and that even had a speeder bike. Even if they would have given us one of those little ones, it would have made this set just top notch at $130. So I do believe this set is a bit overpriced. I think if they really being realistic, I think the set should be maybe more around the $120 mark, $115, like $115, $120 US. But still, all in all, great looking model. And again, if you get those promos, if you get the promo and you get your VIP points, well, right there, you're talking about $35, right? So that actually makes this a good deal. Like you're getting a little bit of a steal there. So I'd recommend you guys buy it that way. You know, if you're really complaining about the price, just because it is relatively smaller than the Republic gunship, you know, by almost 200 pieces. So I understand what people are saying. However, if you just want a really good model, you don't care about the price, go out and buy this one. You're not going to regret it. I really, really like it. And there's a reason why people are saying that this is the best Star Wars summer set of 2020. In fact, some people think it's the best Star Wars set of 2020, period. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are on this, if you agree, if you disagree, if you're gonna buy the set or if you already own it. I really like it, but answering that age-old question, I do believe it is a little overpriced, but I think there's ways to lower that price. But yeah, that's all I got for you today. But if you like this video, leave it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing and click that bell so you're notified for any future Star Wars reviews. Is it worth it? Comparisons that we do on this channel. We basically do a Star Wars related video every Tuesday. And you know, I'm a big Star Wars fan, so it just makes sense. But yeah, that's all I got for you again. But thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.